You know what? A while ago, I got in my feelings because I do be reading these comments in the comment section. And one thing that I didn't like was that I was being accused of talking white. And I've been accused of that quite a bit in my life. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been one of those type of people that would even tell other black people that they talk white. Now, I'll even go as far as to say this, my own husband, when I met him, I told him he talked white. Now, the reason why he talked white is 100% necessary. And that's his business. I'm not getting into his stuff. But one thing that I have to say, and by the way, my baby wanted me to pick her up, so I have to hold her and do this at the same time. Boo boo, please don't knock over this camera stand. Where was I? Oh yeah, talking white. So I took the liberty of going back, watching some of my videos, and listening to some of my videos. And I came to the conclusion that, yeah, I do talk white. Now, I will apologize about this too. There would be times when I would get upset and didn't even realize it, but I'd be like, oh, if I'm not talking white, how do I talk black? And like, that's like the best cop out, okay? I get it. But I'm gonna defend myself. And this is how I'm gonna do that. You gotta understand when black people are successful in the United States of America, we are already a minority. So being successful is not common. What this means is, as black people become more and more successful, we tend to be around more successful people. And since we're in the United States of America, most of the people here are white. Now, to break this down further, I'll say this. My mom tried to send me to a black school. That didn't work out so well for me. I went to a black school in elementary school, and although I did well, the school, it was very limited. The faculty and staff, they focused more on us not growing up to be gangbangers and drug dealers. That was like the focus. It was like the way that they treated us, and I'm talking elementary school, the way that they treated us was like we were straight out of the housing project. Like there would be teachers that would say little things like, you know, I bet you, you know, my necklace costs more than your rent, assuming that we were on, you know, Section 8, things like that. And I've even had family members who were older than me talk about the same thing that I'm telling you here. They've gone to black schools, they've been treated like poor black people on welfare, and I'm saying by black teachers and staff. My mom did not want me to have that kind of education, right? She didn't want me to have to deal with ghetto stuff being a part of my education. So because of that, she sent me to a school that was predominantly white. Now, it wasn't necessarily about it being white, like, oh, I want you to go to a white school so you can be successful. It just so happened that this school that set me up for success, that ultimately gave me an opportunity to go into the United States Air Force, and I could have had my pick of any branch of the military. I could have gone to any college if I wanted to. I got this opportunity from going to this school that was majority white. Here's the funny thing about that though. When I went to this school that was majority white, I noticed the very few black kids that were there did not like black people. And they always tried to be white. And they always tried to get the approval of white kids. Like, they used to even pick on each other, including me, to prove to the white kids and even the faculty and staff that, hey, look, I'm one of the good ones. Now, for me, I didn't care. I didn't even want to go to the school. In my opinion, I just wanted to stay going to a black school. I never really valued education. Didn't really care, because the way I felt was, when I grow up, I'm going to be a housewife anyway. Like, so what do I need to graduate high school for? That was me when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I think better about it. But anyway, I never really cared about school. Didn't really like it. So, I was like, why not just put me somewhere where I could be comfortable? Like, I was so angry with my mother because I just wanted to be comfortable in school so bad, right? I go to elementary school, it's majority Black. My mom didn't want my education to be affected by what was going on in that environment. I go to my next school, it's a middle and a high school. Okay, it's majority white. So from 6th grade to 12th grade, I'm around white people and whitewashed Black kids, basically. Okay. Then after high school, I go into the Air Force. Again, majority white people, the whitest branch of the service. All of them are majority white, but Air Force is lily white, right? Okay, fine. When I get there, of course, white people talk like white people. So from the time I'm in 6th grade all the way until I'm doing my 4 years of mandatory service, these are the type of people that I'm talking like. There are some bonnet crew, do-rag, hood types, but one thing that really got under my skin about them, for what I was doing when I crossed their path, they crossed mine, a lot of them were like Black dudes from the suburbs that like listened to like too much 50 Cent or something. Like, they didn't know nothing about the hood. They didn't know nothing about the ghetto. But when they got around white people, they wanted to be like the N-word, I guess, around them. I never felt the need to prove my Blackness or anything like that. I'm just me. Like, everybody can see me. Everybody know. So I don't feel like I have to really shuck and jive for somebody to accept me. And I never quite understood that. Another thing that I didn't like, I grew up around like low income kids. I was actually on welfare at a certain point growing up. And to be around the Black people in these majority white spaces who grew up in the suburbs, it used to really get under my skin. A lot of people assume that I've never grown up in like a housing project or anything like that. I partially grew up in them, but I don't broadcast it, But for some reason, it just felt like these suburb Black kids who've always had opportunity handed to them felt like, oh yeah, I'm a thug, I'm this and that. No, you're not. It's okay. Be your parents worked so you wouldn't have to claim that. It's not cool, right? But anyway, I get it. And I can hear it. I haven't quite found my voice. I will say that. Like, maybe even in this little rant that I'm doing right now, you can kind of hear me bounce back and forth. And if it's any consolation to anyone, my dad folks, they were from up north. And my mom's folks, they were from down south. So the way that I talk, sometimes my dialect might bounce. And I'm gonna tell you this too. I don't really like people. So I don't really talk to people much. Like, maybe that can have something to do with it too. But anyway, yeah, I get it. I can hear it. Yeah. I don't know how to talk Black. I feel like talking Black, you have to have been through some stuff to talk Black. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I've been through Black stuff, because I haven't. I mean, I've had some things happen, but I'll give you an example. When I was in the Air Force, there were times when, I would have white people in the Air Force, they talk to me sideways, They'd bring up Black violence, they'd Charlie Kirk me a little bit. And it'd be out of the blue, they'd be like, hey, why do Black people do this? And, like, I don't know, go ask them, I'm not doing it. I don't know. I don't care, It used to annoy me, but then eventually I started realizing that people look at stuff like race because they ain't got nothing better to do. And if you tell them to do better, they're going to take it as an attack. That's on the black side and the white side. I have never met a racist person that's doing what they're supposed to do in life. Not one. Like, it doesn't matter who they are. Every person who has a problem with another race, there's always so much that they can help, so much that they can fix, that they could be doing right now. And instead of being like, hey, I really need to do X, Y, Z. Oh, it's because of the white people. Oh, it's because of the Mexicans. Oh, it's because of the blacks. That's why my life is so hard. Okay, whatever. I don't really care, right? So, yeah. I do talk white. I don't know. Maybe I'll study some black people. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get the dialect. You know what? I think that a lot of black women talk aggressively too. Like, I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me in the comments. Like, what's the way to sound like a sister? I guess, cause I feel like I just talk like I'm chilling. I don't know. I don't know.